and protect anything that you have built up to that point, and protected them. You see why they have this paycheck continuance set up? You see how that can help your family in that situation? Look at them in the eyes, with passion, with a serious tone of voice. How do you see why they have that set up? For your family, you see why they have that in place? Okay, the next concern. No, dead serious, trying to scare the shit out of you. Because that's the only way you're going to listen to me. You see why I have it set up for you? Okay, you see how that would help out the guy that just died at 26 years old? Okay, does that make sense? Okay, because with your current job, there's nothing coming in for that. The paycheck stops. Got it? Okay, move on to the next concern. Then let's go to mortgages. Let's end this thing off with a bang. I can stop my presentation right then and there. If you give a good paycheck protection, you should be able to back into something in every presentation. Just like the child safe, you should be able to back into just paycheck protection to get your foot in the door. That's called closing. It's called being able to reduce down like this, being quick on your feet, quick on your toes. If you get one rebuttal, be able to bounce off and get something else. Get another rebuttal, bounce off and come up with something else. You can't just be one-dimensional. Get the check. Okay, last is mortgage protection, which I already sold you during the list of concerns, by the way. You're getting this. Okay? Just like we talked about before, with that labor advisory board and all 30,000 different groups, and big concern being mortgages being left behind in people's family. Remember how we said it's only fair that whoever brings debt into the world, that it's only fair that when they leave, debt leaves with them, okay, to protect the family? Well, with the current job, when we die, okay, their mortgage isn't paid off. Okay, the house is still left behind. That was one of the biggest concerns. With the current job, they're going to replace that and have that mortgage payment protection in place for you. It's going to go on for 30 years. You see how that can help you out? Protect your family. It's your biggest asset that you own. Typically the biggest asset we have. Biggest bill every month. Biggest thing we stand to lose in the event that we don't walk back in this door. See how important this is? You see why they have this in place? So everybody's all excited? Okay, good. Start getting agreements. You get agreements the whole freaking presentation. Okay, how are we doing so far for that $17 difference? Revert to that 2 or 3 times during your presentation. How are we doing so far for the $17 difference? Keep bringing that $17 difference, $17 difference. How are we doing so far for the 2 movie tickets? How are we doing so far for the case of beer? That's good. Cancer, come on. If you can't finish off a presentation with cancer, something's wrong. Stick to your script. Look at your cancer script. If I call you out right now, I guarantee there's probably only 3 people in here that would know their cancer presentation. If you wing it, you're going to get wing it premium. If you follow my systems, and trust me, you're going to get my systems and my production, my premium. Do it your way. Come in with 1,200 and struggle for 1,500, or you can get your ass on script and follow me and come in with 5,000 without even sniffing. Trust in me. Follow me. Listen to me. Please. Quit banging your head against the wall. Don't wonder why shit ain't happening. If you know right now, if Simon picked me to do this cancer presentation, I'd shit the bed. Go look at yourself in the mirror if your premium ain't where it needs to be. It's your fault. Okay? It covers that most people have good medical coverage. Proactively beating rebuttals. We spent hour after hour in my home going over the script to make sure that it was dummy-proof for everybody. Proactive. Most people have good medical coverage. Most of the matter of fact, covers about 90%, 80 to 90% of your medical bills. Okay, the problem is, I'm here to talk to you about the other 10% that nobody has coverage for. First of all, that other 10% and any co-pays deductibles get very, very expensive. But the concern that a lot of people have is that most of the cost due to cancer is non-medically related. Different types of diets and drugs and traveling and lodging. That's why it's one of the leading causes of bankruptcies today. And the thing is, the same thing that's keeping us alive with the new medical doctors and all different types of stuff. More people are living today from cancer than dying from it, but it's killing people financially. If I rock my cancer presentation better than you and I haven't given a presentation in a freaking year, shame on you. Shame on you. Get in your script. Get in your playbook. Step your game up to get where you want to be. Don't wait for somebody to hand it to you. Don't wait for somebody to spoon feed it. Closed mouths don't get fed. Okay, give a cancer presentation like that. See what the current job doesn't have nothing coming in for that. Over here is $10,000 lump sum. Make sense? See that can help out? All of these benefits are member-owned and controlled by you. Keep your momentum to this point. No bullshitting. I don't want any conversations going on. You got a ball of momentum, the whole 2-job worksheet. A ball of momentum. Keep it rolling. If you stop your momentum to bullshit with somebody, or they start talking too much in the middle of the presentation, your momentum stops. Now you got to start rolling that ball again and to get more momentum, except you're not going to have as much this time. Keep your presentation moving. You've got a shitload of momentum at this point. I'm so confident. When I give this presentation, I get everybody in the room saying, I picked this job every time I give it. The hell? You should be collecting a check then. Okay? So then it goes permanent, portable. Don't forget this. All these benefits come with you. No one can take them away from you. Lose your job, quit, move away, anything, these all come with you. Strike and layoff proof. Which job would you take? Okay, go up to the top, just like the worksheet says. Which job would you take? Help me out. Which job?
Enhanced job.
You take the enhanced job? Now tie him down. Tie him down. Think about all the times that you got this far and got screwed. Tie him down. Let's go. Proactively beat any stinking rebuttals they're going to throw at you. Let's go. Okay? Which job would you take? I picked the enhanced job. You would? Okay. Why would you take this job if you're making an extra $17 over here? The benefits? Okay. So you would say that it's pretty much, you would say that for over here, it's worth it to have $17 less with this job than it is over here and have all these benefits? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so you pretty much a no-brainer, huh? Okay. Even for the $17 difference. Okay. This is where I got to get your opinion. Tie them down again. And roll into the questions. Comes time to get the check. What the hell is your problem? Tell me, people. Tell me, please. Help me understand of why you're sitting down with 2 jobs a week and you're telling me that it's hard to come in with $2,200 in premium. What is your rebuttal with this bill? Affordability? Hello? You guys awake? I'm asking you a question. Most of the time, affordability is what I'm hearing over here. Okay. Well, if you're relaying the whole 2 job in the hour power, going back to the $17 here, how we doing so far for $2 a day? At the end, why would you do that if you're making $17 more over here? Are you sure you would do that for losing the $17 over here? I asked them 7 or 8 different times. 7 or 8 different times, I dummy-proofed it. Because they told me 7 or 8 times. If I tell you, my name's Simon, my name's Simon, my name's Simon, 7 or 8, are you sure your name's Simon? Yeah, I'm positive my name's Simon. Simon Arias? Yeah. And I say, no, never mind, my name's Norman. After I just told you 7 or 8 times, you're going to look at me like I lost my mind. If you only asked me once an hour ago, it's different. But if you just ask me 3 or 4 times in the last minute, there's no switching up what the hell my name is now. That's the way that the 2-job worksheet is designed. Okay? So now we get into roll into the questions. Okay, we get into the beneficiary. Okay, this paycheck here that you guys love so much, I'm assuming, God forbid something happens, Marcus, when you die, who do you want this money going to? Mom. Your mom? Okay, what's her name?
Linda.
Okay, Linda? Oliver?
Yes. Okay,
perfect. That is your beneficiary. Start give them the benefits. Give them the benefits. They're not going to give one and give them back. So at this point, we got a signature. We got all that stuff done. You're getting a check. You just got to figure out how big it's going to be. You're getting a check. Let's even go out on the limb and say you get to this point, half the people that pick this frickin' job, you better be half. Half. After all of them just told you they picked this job. Now all it is switching from conceptually between the jobs because now they got to pay out of their pocket. Okay? So now I'm going to say, listen, how much is this again? I'm going to give them a dumbass answer because they gave me a dumbass question. How much is this again? Just like the worksheet says here, Mr. Oliver, $17 here. $17 a week. The difference, okay, that's how much it is. Then you roll into it. Now the reason why they have it set up this way, I know it's a whole lot different. If it came right out of your check, it'd be different because you don't have to see it. That's why everybody's a no-brainer picking this job. The thing is, why it takes a little bit of discipline to protect your family a little bit, okay, is that they wanted to make sure that these were member-owned and controlled by you and not by the group and by the union, okay? So that means that if they fire you, you get laid off, or something happens, you're not there, you keep these benefits because they're not taking care of them for you. you're taking care of them. It's the same thing, except for you're the one that's in control. Okay, so it's going to be $73 a month. What I need you to do is go ahead and grab your checkbook for me. I'm going to put this sticker in there for you, boss. This way you don't forget about it. You don't forget about it, okay? Do me a favor. Could you grab that check for me? Because you're covered today with this receipt. That's called having control. Conceptualize it. Come on. Understand, quit making freaking excuses for yourself and just admit it that you suck if you can't close 50% of the people that tell you they want this job. If I sit at the free throw line, I'm not going to make excuses. If I miss 7 free throws out of 10, I suck at free throw shooting. Bottom line, okay? If you get 10 people to pick this job and your ass ain't walking in here with at least 5 checks, you suck at closing. Okay? Don't look around asking for answers. Your ass can't close a door. Our stuff is set up so simple. So simple that anybody could be able to do it. You just got to have some guts at the end of the presentation. Give a good proactive presentation. Think about what you're getting. Start to narrow things down and get good at one thing at a time. You can't try and get good at a left-handed layup, dunking, and a hook shot all in one day. Focus on one thing. What I did to get good at closing is I focused on one thing at a time, getting great at it proactively. And believe it or not, as confrontational as I am, and I do not mind closing at the end, is I'd rather have it be nice and smooth and just get the check without any argument. So I started to make my presentation flawless, to the point where I try and remember any rebuttal I could possibly get and throw it into the beginning of my presentation and rock it, so I don't have any arguments at the end. That's the best way to close. If you don't like to close, you don't have to. Get good at your presentation. Practice the damn thing. You don't practice it enough. It got to flow out like water. Most of us haven't even given 100 presentations yet. I told you all before you got released, you're not going to be comfortable until you give 100 presentations. Don't wonder why your ass feels awkward if you haven't gotten 100 presentations. Listen. So you tie them down at the end. You tie them down the whole time. Point to the $17. How we doing so far for the $2 a day? How we doing so far? If it comes into a situation, listen, I know how it is. It's tough to do it out of pocket rather than it's coming out of your check. It takes a little discipline. Here's the reason why they do it. Okay, all you got to do is once a day, $2.25 a day is basically what it is. Which, if you're making $17 an hour, it breaks down to about 7 minutes of your hour. Okay, so the 7 minutes of every hour you throw to your family. There's 7 minutes a day. 7 minutes a day out of your whole work schedule. Out of your 8 hours, you throw the first 7 minutes to your family. You got to think about it that way. You got to tell the people stuff like that. Then I'm like, oh, I understand. It makes sense. You got to compare things. I told you guys this already. Compare things when you're closing to make people understand. I can't afford $80 a month, but I can afford $2.25 a day if it's only 7 minutes out of my workday. But guess what? It's the same damn thing. It's just the way you explained it. That's all it is. Now, you can do 2 things. One, you can learn the hard way and go give yourself 400, 500 presentations. Or you can trust me and take all of my presentations and let me give it to you. And you guys can work and use this shit. It's going to work. You're going to get checks. You got the best of child safe telling you exactly what to do. You can't collect 4 freaking Head Start checks out of 5 houses. Something's broken. We'll fix it. And if you get 10 people a week, first of all, you got to be sitting down with 15 people. We are having a sit-down problem. Most of us, we ain't having a presentation, we're having a sit-down problem. Schedule more appointments or solidify more over the phone. Tell them, listen, please make sure that you're there. Gas prices are at all-time high, $4 a gallon. Right now, I know you understand where I'm coming from, coming all the way from Pittsburgh to see you. Please make sure that you're there for me, buddy. That's all it is, simple. Comparing shit to people. That's all it is. Okay, so you get down to the close, which job would you take? I don't care if I'm saying the same thing over and over again. When I got agents coming here with freaking 0 and I want to puke and gag on the report, I'm going to keep going over closing until you can get a check. 7. Which job would you take and you're proactive with it? $17 up here, $17. You give a good hour power. How are we doing so far for $17? You put them in an emotional situation. I'm giving third-party stories. I'm excited. I'm energetic. I'm sharing my passion with them. Which job would you take? Take this job. Okay, why would you take this job if you're making an extra $17 over here? You understand that with this job, you got $17 more. Over here, you're going to be losing $17, but you get all these benefits. Why would you take that job? You sure? Because I got to put your opinion down here. Okay? But why would you take that job still, okay, for the $17 difference a week? Write it down. I'm going to ask you, and then I'm asking the boss. I'm asking your wife. Both of you just told me you would take this job. Is everybody with me when they say, you just told me, like, what? You just told me. I mean, I act like somebody just blew up the fire station or something down the road if they say that they don't want, that they can't afford it or they're not buying. I look at them like, did I miss something here? Okay, because my job is to enroll you into your benefits. And you said that you wanted this job over here. Remember the opinions down here? Remember that? Okay. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get you enrolled to see it. I don't even know if you can qualify. Okay. Now here's the thing. I know what the difference is to you, Doug. The difference is this one, you don't have to see it. Comes out of your check. This one takes a little bit more discipline over here. But it takes discipline because you're getting something out of it. What you're getting is it's member-owned and controlled by you. We love our benefits. Don't get me wrong. We have some benefits at work, but we don't own them, Doug. Somebody else controls our life. Okay. With these benefits, we own them. Regardless if we move, quit, change unions, change jobs. That's why they have it set up for this. Okay, all the groups that want it set up to where we own them, no one can take it away from us. That's why instead of it being $17 out of your check, it's going to have to come out of your checkings account. Okay, so what I need you to do for me is grab your checkbook. I'm going to put this sticker in there for you, just reminding you that it's going to be handled every week or every month for you. And then with this receipt, Marcia, he's covered today. From the time that I leave here, God forbid something happens, he's covered. Okay, conditionally with this receipt. You're not sure if you can afford that. Okay, after we try and get the whole 17, okay, I understand completely where you're at. Okay, no problem. Here's the deal. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'll tell you why. Okay, number one is that the most important thing in this home to you, I know, is your family. Flip it around, I know the most important thing to this family is you. Different though, because you're the one that brings home the income. Okay, you're the one that keeps the lights on and the roof over your head and food on the table. Only thing that ever can stop that is if you don't come home one day. Okay? I don't mean any disrespect to you, I'm just passionate about what I do. Okay? We spend about $80 a month on a cell phone, no problem, no questions asked. If the cell phone split on the floor, there was no cell phone for a month, everybody's going to survive. Okay? Cable will spend another 80 to 100 bucks. If the cable goes out and we can't watch the game, we got to go to the bar or our buddy's house to watch the game, everybody's going to survive. Maybe a little inconvenience for you. People spend 100, 200 bucks a month on car insurance. $20,000 asset that depreciates with value. No problem. Okay? I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that if you can't afford it that you need to at least equal your cell phone payment with your dad bill. But what I will tell you is that these benefits are member-owned and controlled by you. And what you need to do is lock yourself in. Most people in this situation, what they do is they lock their foot in because you lock yourself into your current age rate. Okay, right now you're never younger or healthier than you are today. Okay? And B is to get your foot in the door to where you can call me 4 months from now, 5 months from now, and add on everything else because you're already locked in and they're already yours. Because we're only one doctor's visit away from being uninsured, or one trip home from the store and get in a car accident to never having these benefits and our family being, in a bad situation. So about half of the cell phone bill, about 10 bucks a week, like a movie ticket. Okay, we'll get your foot in the door with something so you can keep the paycheck covered and the freedom of choice on you, buddy. Okay, and then down the road we'll add on everything else. And you're here. You understand? Here, in their eyes. The problem is most of you are young, looking. Okay, so you got to bring it extra. Bring it, because they're going to view you as a young kid. I don't know if it was easy for me because I already got little short man syndrome or what it is, but I'm bulldog in the house. Meanwhile, let them know in their eyes that there's no punk in me. I might look like I'm your kid, but I'm not. Not today. I'm a professional. You got to handle yourself like a professional. You got to walk, talk, smell, look like a professional in order to get a check out of somebody. And know how to reduce down. Be quick. If you're on the calculator figuring out something, or this is going to be 72, 67, oh, I can get it down to 51, 79, 10 bucks a week. 10 bucks a week. Figure out what it would be before you get in the home to to give them some paycheck protection and freedom of choice. Whatever's going to get you $480 in premium.
That's $520.
$520, thank you. $500 in premium. Boom. You can't tell me you can't do that. 2 homes, 3, 4, 2 jobs to get 2 $10 checks, two $10 a week programs. If their eyes light up for the paycheck protection, tell them, listen, here's what we're going to do for you, buddy. Okay? Instead of that whole $80 a month, we're going to get your foot in the door. I'm going to triple your paycheck protection today. We'll just get the freedom of choice a little bit, down payment just to lock you in. Okay? We'll get a down payment for a funeral on a freedom of choice, $2,000. Okay? And then this way I don't have to spend a $208 for a rider by itself. Okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to increase this from 1 year to 3 years. Okay? We're going to cover your paycheck for 3 years. It's somewhere to happen. And then instead of it being $80 a month, we'll do away with everything else. You can add it on later. Be about $10 a week. Get good at going from 12 months to 36 months like this and reduce it down at the same time. Boom. Tell them you're still getting the freedom of choice. It's going to be given the lowest you can get, 21 bucks. $21 worth of that, $18, $16 worth of paycheck protection. Guesstimate. We'll figure it out at the office. On the summary sheet, I always under promise and over deliver. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to guesstimate. Okay? I'm not a genius. Okay? But I understand that for $8, I had them down for 12 months. So that means, shit, if I double it to 16 bucks a month, I must cover them for 24 months. How about that? Okay? And I know I'm giving them an extra couple dollars. So let's say, listen, what we're going to do is we're going to double this. It's going to be for 24 months. And then I'm going to give them a call and say, hey, remember on your summary sheet you had down $2,400 for 24 months? Okay, it's actually going to be $2,700 for 24 months. Okay, I made a mistake. Just want to see how everything was going. Say hello to you. Wish your son good luck in his first football game, man. Have a great day. Did you happen to call your brother and sister for me? You under-promise and over-deliver. People used to laugh. How the hell did you walk? What do we have that's $40 on the nose? I don't know. I'll tell you in a minute. When I figure it out, when I figure the rates out, I'll tell you what we got that's $40 on the nose. I know I got a check. And it took me 3 seconds to reduce down and tell him what he was getting as opposed to 7 minutes. Make me look like a jackass. Like this, 10 bucks. 10 bucks a week, let's go. We're going to double your paycheck protection, get your foot in the door with your freedom of choice. 10 bucks a week. Okay, $10 a week, Doug. Protect your family. Most important asset. Down the road, give me $1. Your foot's already locked in, you're locked in. Your health is okay. If something happens to you, your health ain't the same in a week or a month or 2 months, you're still good to go. Locked in at your current age rate. Okay, we'll just get you started with the basic program. Boom, quick, reduce down. Quick, bam. If you got to start putting rates together, and it's going to be 52, 79, 48, 76, too much. Okay? Have some, remember in closing, in the book I gave you guys, says common sense. In it, common sense, remember that? Okay? Have some. Be a hustler. Be a hustler. Once again, not the hustler, not whack the old lady and take her purse and run down the street as fast as you can. Not that type of hustler. A hustler that's quick on their toes, quick on their feet. Okay? So I go from $85 a month for the whole package to what seems small as hell. I'll double your paycheck protection. I know I'm giving $867 a month for $2,400 a month for 12 months. So that means, shit, if I double it, that means it's going to be roughly around 17, 18 bucks. And I know it's going to be either $4,800 for 12 months or $2,400 for 24 months. So I'm saying 18 bucks, and now I got another $2,167 coming in. That puts me at $3,967. Round it off, give me 40 just in case anything happens. $40. It's going to be 10 bucks a week, 40 bucks a month. You get them sold on the whole 2 job. They get all excited about it. They reduce down and they get something. Everybody gets something. Sale in every home. 40 bucks. They'll love you if you double their paycheck protection and give them the freedom of choice for 40 bucks. And you tell them the key is this, is that you get your foot in the door because you're never younger or healthier than you are today. And the second key is that these are member-owned and controlled by you. Once your foot's in the door, You can increase, you can decrease. These are yours. You can do anything that you want. You're locked in. That's why we got to get this done today. Any questions?
The only thing, just a comment that I found that helps me is knowing how much $5 a week is $21.67 and $8 a week is $30, or whatever it would be. That way, when they say I can afford $6 a week per person on paycheck, you know what $12 a week is going to get you, whatever it would be. That way, like you said, you don't have to sit and look in the book and figure it out. Dubs told me that like the second day I was here.
Have it reduced down, like have it like an Old Faithful. Okay, if you ever played a sport, I know my Old Faithful, if it's close to me and country on the court, I'm going to tell you now, we're picking the Old frickin' Faithful. It's simple, it's easy, it's going to work. If you're a quarterback, receiver, you have Old Faithful. You audible to one thing or another that usually works to get you some yards. I know Old Faithful for me is $10 a week. That's Old Faithful. I know it's going to get me about $500 in premium. It's cheap as shit. $40 a month. I'm doubling your paycheck and giving you freedom of choice. It's easy. If you're sitting down with 4 people, you're going to get 2 checks for $40 on just paycheck protection. See what the people like the most and give it to them. If they're all lit up and you rock your paycheck protection and you tell them, listen, I'm sorry, honey, it won't be $84 a month. I'll double your paycheck because I saw that meant a lot to you and your little girls and your wife. Okay, I remind them that they do have a wife and 2 children over there that depend on them. Okay, because you have a wife and 2 kids depending on you. Okay, and I saw how much the paycheck protection was. I'm pretty much telling them in so many words, listen, you scumbag, you need some protection from your family. Okay, because you have a wife, I loved your face. You hear me? I ain't joking. I love your face looking at me. He's dead serious over there because this shit is serious that I'm talking about. If you take it seriously, you're going to be rocking a deal like that. Because you have a wife depending on you and the kids, and I saw how much the paycheck, is important to your family. Okay, what we'll do is we'll take off all these other benefits for now. We'll double your paycheck. Okay, we'll give you 24 months, $2,400, and we'll get your foot in the door with a freedom of choice that comes with it as a down payment. And all of that, what that's going to do, it'll be $10 a week for you. It's a starter program, and it locks you into your current age rate. Okay, so you're not increasing your rates and stuff like that next time you try and qualify. Okay, and then B is it member-only control, so it locks you in. Now you have control of the benefits. Now you can increase up, decrease down. We can see if you can even get qualified. A lot of people don't even get qualified because so many people try and apply. They can only have so many people a year. You might not even qualify. Okay, because 30,000 different unions are involved. They can't accept everybody. Okay, we got to see if you can even qualify. Take it away from them, baby. Take it away from them. Not everybody qualifies. There's so many people trying to get this, man. Not everybody can get it. You guys understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think we have about 28 people out in the field right now. We need minimum of $40,000 a week. Those of you that aren't at 2,200 and have been out there for the whole week, I need you guys getting to 2,200 some way, somehow. And then we're starting the March September sickness tournament on Monday, and I'm not easing up. I eased up for frickin' 2 weeks, and this is what happened. Okay, so I'm letting you know we're getting ready to be successful. Okay, you can't cruise control and be successful. We're gonna shot put to the top. We're about to get after it. I'm telling you right now, we're getting ready to get after it. I don't know how many of you are going to be on the same page as me, but we're either going to get on the same page or we're not going to be working together. We can be friends, but we can't be in business. Because I don't deal with mediocre shit. Never have, never will. Nothing. I can't drive a car that's mediocre. I can't wear clothes that are mediocre. Can't have a friend that's mediocre. Can't have an agency that's mediocre. I'm sorry. It ain't happening. I'm not going to let you be mediocre. Okay? We need at least 40,000. I need you all to make sure individually that you're getting the $2,200 in annualized life premium sent off. When I'm getting text messages from James Cunningham, who's the #1 GA right now in the spotlight year to date, out of the Sheree Smith agency, who's a friend of mine, calling me, telling me, I door knocked all day. I wrote 3,000 with no appointments. He ain't that slick. He's just a hard-ass worker. He promised his SGA that if he came to the Steelers game with me on Friday, that he would write him 3,000 on Saturday. So Marcus let him come to the Steelers game on Friday with me. He left my house at 9:30 in the morning. Means he got to Cleveland probably at 11:30 with no appointments and came in with $3,000 in premium. Did he or did he not? Text messaged me all excited about it. That's effort. That's dedication. That's what I expect. This job can be as hard or as easy as you want it to be. If your ass ain't at 2,200 and you've worked 70 hours a week, I need you to work a fucking 100 to get to 2,200. If you're at 2,200 a week right now and you've worked 20 hours and you're good, you can kick it in cruise if you want. If that's your personality, go ahead. I don't care if it takes you 20 hours or 120 hours. I need you getting to 2,200 in premium. Everybody is equipped in here with enough talent, ability, and situation to get yourself to 2,200 in premium. Okay? I haven't put commitments, nothing on the board. I want you guys to be a witness of what happens when I lay off the wheel. When I lay off, I don't know what it is, but we're not pushing ourselves, so I don't have to push. Okay? We're at like 22,000 reported. I need at least 60,000. Just letting you know now, 30,000 don't even pay the bills in this office. Okay? We're at 22,000 right now for the week reported. Typically, about 10% of that won't get turned in because of trials or some bullshit. So that means we're probably at about 19,000 right now. 20, we'll call it 20. I need a $40,000 weekend. I need Friday and Saturday $40,000 between the two. Okay? If you're out on a Saturday, first of all, book your appointments from 8 to 2. After 2 o'clock, I've had some success out there. Just because I go the extra mile door knocking, figure I'll find somebody if I got 80 leads in my head. But by setting appointments, after 2 o'clock the show ratio goes down. People start to get out of the house and do something. That means you got to get up earlier. 8 o'clock, take your first 4 appointments, donuts. Donuts prevent donuts. Remember that. You're 8, 9, 10, 11. Those appointments, take donuts to them. 4 appointments. Set yourself 8 appointments between 8 and 2. I don't want 8 appointments between 10 and 5. 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Trust me, I don't need you out there wasting your time. Get them in from 8 to 2. Because after that, the show ratio goes out the door. It starts being shitty. Okay? You can trust me, or you can give me these schedules, which shows me that you choose not to listen to me. While I'm speaking to these schedules, I want the union on every schedule. If it's a referral, put referral. If it's POS, put POS. If it's hard card, put hard card. If it's child safe, put child safe. Put whatever it is on every portion of the schedule. Hector, did you get a phone call from me this week in the home?
Yes, sir. While I was in it still.
While you was in the home, I talked to him.
Nice guy.
Good guy. He says, Hector there? I said, this is Simon Arias from the Customer Service Division with the Child Safe Program. Just wanted to make sure that you got your Child Safe kits today. You and Betsy, or whatever her name was. He said, oh, yeah. I said, did he explain the program, the paycheck protection? He said, oh, you're still here. I said, okay, tell him I said hello. Just checking on you. I'm going to start picking people and just checking on you. And I'm going to ask people after you got the presentation what you explained, what you didn't explain, and see what the hell you're doing in the house and not get a check. If you're sitting down with people and you ain't closing 50% of these people with the shit I just gave you, something's wrong. Something is broken. Okay? How many people are out in the field this week? Help me out, MGAs. How many people do we have? Raise your hands. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, Bob, 25, Norm, 26, Mary's 27. Is there anybody else in there giving presentations?
Carlo. Oh, he's with me, never mind.
We'll say there's 27. 27 people with this name. Okay, 27. I'm so glad. I feel like I know you a little bit better now. I get so nervous when I start flipping out and people don't really know my heart. And I'm like, man, this little crazy guy.
1480 an agent. 1481.
1481 an agent. Okay, how much is that a day?
740.
740 a day. Okay, how much is that in AOP checks?
$61 an MBD.
$61 an MBD. Got it?
That's what we need a day.
This is life. Okay, just don't count accident and cancer. $61 check. We can do it in two $30 checks, $2 a day. Come on, please. Please tell me that you can get $2 a day programs.
I could do it.
I mean, please, please, I'm begging you, okay, please.
You said to tell
Can
you
you guys
could
step
do it.
up? I'm so jealous right now. I got a dude in Florida that couldn't sell anything that I'm mentoring, giving conference calls, pep talking, text messaging me this morning. He wrote 17,000 last night. I'm happy as hell, but I'm pissed off. I'm a competitor. Columbus, the office that we built from scratch. All our people that we trained, we wrote 28,000 last night. Them dudes can't, they can't even come close to you. It's not even close. I'm telling you right now, I'll match you all up. Dan already started with you this month, going against Justin Wilson, who beat you by one person this month. I can match up MGA to MGA, agent to agent, lady to lady, whoever you want. And we are definitely better than Columbus. $28,000 day yesterday. Marcus all excited. I'm jealous, okay? I'm telling you right now, we need to perform this weekend. Okay, I need $740 a day. Just focus on doing your job. I need you guys to bring in $740 a day, $61 a month. I need some people to step up. Call each other, motivate each other. I don't want to play cheerleader this weekend. I wanted to see what happened if I'm not shooting text messages to the whole office, telling them this one rang the bell, this one's dropping 2,000, this one's doing 1,500. I want to see who's self-motivated, who's going to lead from the front. Who's going to get on the phone as an agent and call up all the other agents and essays and say, let's represent, let's rock and roll this weekend. Let's go. I don't want to have to do that. This is where I find my leaders. Take over. Somebody take over. In this office. Somebody go drop 4,000 in a weekend. It ain't that difficult. Step up. Okay? Step up. $740 a day, 61 in MVD. I'm not asking for commitments. I'm just asking for you to do your freaking job. Do your job. Set the appointments. It starts with the appointments. Get on the phone. I'm telling you today, my attitude is shit. It's going to be shit until Monday, until we fix this premium. If I catch you guys smoking cigarettes and shit out there and you don't have enough appointments, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm telling you. I'm going to be pissed off. If I catch too much bullshitting around and we ain't getting our appointments, I'm going to be pissed off. Today, I'm serious. We can play around. We played around the last few weeks. I've been low-key. Today, I'm dead. Today is game time. Okay? It starts off with appointments. Do your job. If you're doing child safe, break it into its smallest form. Go get 2 head starts from 2 households. Okay? 2 head starts from this house, 2 head starts from this house. Smile at somebody. Just protect the kids, baby. Roll it to their niece's or cousin's house or auntie's house who has 2 kids as well. Just all I need is $13, okay, to protect your children, set up their future with guaranteed insurability. Don't overcomplicate your job. Have pride in our benefits. Have passion when you're giving a presentation. Get yourself fired up. Listen to music that gets you fired up. Do something that gets you fired up. Drink something that gets you fired up. Don't walk into the home with no freaking energy and passion and expect to get a check. It's not going to happen. Okay? We're not a golf announcer in here. We're in sales. Sales by motivated people. Start thinking big and kicking ass and quit thinking small and getting your ass kicked. Okay? Think big. If you dream big, you're going to get big things. If you dream small, you're going to get small things. I feel like putting on, I'm telling you, the best way I can describe our office in a situation of American Income is we wouldn't be around for 60 years if it wasn't something that's good. You'll see how good it is when Norm hands his check off. But it's like a legal boardroom. I like to put on the part, if someone tells you you can't do it, somebody says you shouldn't do this, F you, Mom and Dad. F you, Tommy and Susie. Go make your 40, 50 grand. We'll see how it looks when I'm making the payments on your Lexus. Or I'm pulling in with that yellow Ferrari. Let's go. That's what this is all about. It ain't easy. It's simple, but